So, some definitions. Let's talk about the arithmetic sequence, not the series, not the sum of them. Let's just talk about the sequence, and let's define some ways to describe this sequence. So let's talk about, these are the numbers. This is the sequence itself. This is going to be the first number, isn't it? This is the second number. So this is really the index of the numbers. Okay? This is the third, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the index of the numbers. And we're going to call that number, we'll call it the nth number. Okay, so if I want to talk about the fifth number, n would be 5. The addition, the constant addition that goes from one to the next, in this case it's 3 plus 3 plus 3. We're going to call that variable k. Okay, so in this case, k is equal to 3. And n, well, depending on how far we want to go. Okay, but this would be the index n. So, using those things, we can make this equation. And this is the one that we'll be using in class. So an means the number itself. So in this case, let's talk about the second number. So a2 would be 4. Let's prove it to ourselves. Is equal to a1, which is the first number in the sequence. So 1 plus n minus 1, and n is the number index. So in this case, we're talking about 2, right? Because a subscript 2. We're talking about the second number. So n would be 2. So n2 minus 1 is 1 times 3, which is k, and k is the difference between numbers, and in this case would be 3, so 1 times 3 is 3, plus the 1 would be 4, and that would be a2, would be fourth, okay? Just as a side note, this is the most general equation for the arithmetic sequence. This is the most general equation for the arithmetic sequence, where you don't need to know the first value. You can pick any value. Okay? So in this course, all we really did is make the second index, m, equal to 1. It makes it a little more easy to digest and to use. But you need to know the first index of the sequence. This is a more general equation if you were only given a section of the index. Say this. What? Like this. Only given a section of the index. And you want to know the first one. Well, then you could use just 2. You could use m as the third value and find out the first value by using this equation. Okay, so this is the most general. We will not be using this equation. We'll be using this equation where I'll always give you the first value of the sequence.